Hey folks, good morning. Can you guys hear me loud and clear? Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me loud and clear. Typort, good morning, bro. Good morning, Sylvia. Good morning, Sergio. Christopher, good morning. Loud and clear, thank you. Thank you so much. So we'll start soon, okay? Just give me a second. Hello folks, so we'll start our analysis with the Dow. And I had some problems with my computer today, so yeah, I'm trying to fix it. I don't know why I can't hear the volume from my PC. The speaker is good, but I don't know what's the problem. Anyway, let's start. So we'll start with weekly chart on Dow. Okay, so what do you guys see here? We have a swing high here. It formed on 16th October, right? And price cleared it out yesterday. Price cleared it out. Speaker is very low. Volume is good now off. Okay, it's good from my side. I'm not gonna change it. What I can see in my monitor, the volume is very good. You just have to increase your volume, and I believe you will be able to hear me loud and clear. Just adjust your volume, okay? I believe it's better. I believe it's better now, so yeah, we'll stick with it and we'll start. Is it good now, the volume? I believe it's good now, right? Okay, let me check, okay? Let me check and I'll start it. Did some tickle with my microphone yesterday, okay? My microphone is good. It's just that I don't know how to control the settings, so I called a friend who also does stream, and I believe today you guys are hearing me better than yesterday, right? Anyway, so let's start. We are on weekly charts, and I don't trade market maker buy or sell model. So we have a up close candle right here, right? We have been watching it. So next week I believe this will provide a good opportunity for us. So we had a swing high here from yesterday. Price came up, cleared it out, right? It was our yesterday's high. It's 804 now, okay. And we have this big unfilled fair value gap on weekly chart. And today we got news at I believe at 10, right? Let me check. Yes. So today we got news at 10 o'clock, consumer sentiment. We'll see like if price is providing us any setup before that. If not, we'll continue streaming till 11 and we'll try to catch something, okay? but we'll be very nimble before the consumer sentiment releases, okay, because it's a high impact news, so price generates liquidity for high impact news, and that makes the market condition a low probability condition. So we'll be careful choosing our setup. Okay, so let's go to daily chart. I'm only gonna take the weekly fair value gap from here and the swing high from here. So now let's go to daily chart and let's see what's happening here. So we generated a relative equal low down here, right? Is it a relative equal low? The low of this candle is coming at 33,915, 33,913. Yeah, just by 1 point price cleared it out, right? This low, but still a relative equal low, and then we have a big fair value gap right here. So we'll see what price provides us, but as per I can see, this fair value gap is looking good for price to come all the way down here, and then possibly price will go towards buy side liquidity again. We'll see. Okay, I'm just building the narrative, and once we are done building the narrative, we'll have a clear picture of what price can potentially do. We also do have a breaker here. Okay, now the price did a stop hunt above here. We'll have a breaker here, and let's see where is the breaker. So do you guys see that just by 1 point, 2 points price cleared out the low here, swing low? Otherwise it would have been a relative equal low, but again we do have more relative equal lows down here, right? These swing lows are relatively equal with this, but at the same time price hit the rejection block here, which is a bullish PDA. So if for us to consider a lower price action, we will have to identify a stronger bearish PDA, right? And what do you guys see here? A breaker, right? So when I see a breaker on higher time frame, I mark like the last up close candles, last down close candle, or like 2 last down close candles like this. When I'm trading on lower time frame, I basically mark all of it, but I'm on higher time frame, right? Price will be sensitive at the low of this breaker, at the midpoint of this breaker. Okay, so we'll get our setup, and we also do have a fair value gap, and that's what makes a breaker high probability. When we see a displacement, when price is going below the breaker right here, right, we saw a displacement. Now this makes a breaker high probability. So this is a CB, and we got our breaker right here. We also do have a swing high that formed a London. So London high is yet to be taken out, right? And we cleared our London low though. So we'll see like what happens. Now let's go to hourly chart. And price is getting support from this bullish order block right here. Let me measure the order block here. We'll see like from where price is getting support. So price came all the way down, hit the upper quadrant, right? Now it's moving towards buy side, but we need more confirmation. It's not enough for us to decide a bias yet, so we will require more confirmation. Now from the hourly chart, I don't basically see any other thing other than this big wick right here. So we can also consider the consequent encroachment of this wick, because it's visible and price went below this wick. It did aggressive delivery, so I'm gonna mark the 0.5% of this wick. And if price is reaching all the way up here, I will expect to see a rejection towards sell side from this level, from the 0.5% of this week right here. Now on hourly chart, I don't see any other thing. Price generated more trend line liquidity here, right? And price cleared it out. So basically we don't have any other strong liquidity other than these relative equal lows on sell side, but on buy side we do have couple more relative equal highs like here, and we also have couple of unfilled fair value gap, and all the way up here we have more relative equal highs. So we'll see. For price to go all the way up there, price will have to break this 0.5% first. Okay, this 0.5% is from the hourly candles wick. Also, if you measure the CB here, the consequent encroachment of the CB will come right here. So we got very strong levels right here. So if price is not respecting these levels, okay, we can expect to see price reaching all the way up at this fair value gap. So we have our buy side liquidity up here. Now let's go to 5-minute chart, and let's on 15-minute. Did I miss anything on 15-minute? Yeah, I missed a breaker. Do you guys see that? It's a breaker the price is getting support from. So this is our stop hunt, right? Price did a stop hunt here, and then price generated a new lower low. So what? These up close candles becomes what? A breaker, right? So we'll mark it breaker from the 50-minute chart, and price showed a very beautiful support from this breaker right here. We also had a fair value gap right here, but price didn't even tap inside it. So once price clears out the buy side liquidity from here, hits the breaker, or even if price is reaching higher, if price is hitting this consequent encroachment, right, we can expect a lower price action that will target this relative equal low and this unfilled fair value gap. Now let's go to 5-minute chart and let's see more. Okay, so we do have a relative equal low here. We have this relative equal low. That means what? Price generated strong liquidity, and at the same time price left this fair value gap unfilled. So we'll see what happens here. I'm not gonna analyze forex chart, folks. Okay, stop asking me that. So we are done analyzing our chart on Dow. Now we'll go to Nasdaq and see what's happening there. So whatever I told here is similar with ES. So the folks who are trading on ES, the same narrative, because the net levels are also same there. Okay, so in today's stream I also changed the background music. Okay, so is it better than the last one, or should I also change this one? Zervish made 3,100 on the day before 3 a.m. this morning. I'm done for the day. Congrats. Can you switch off, please? Can I switch off what? Change? Yeah, we'll see. In next stream, I'll stream with another one tomorrow. Not tomorrow, like on Monday. So we have a relative equal high here again on buy side, and as well price is moving towards this breaker here, right? We have been watching it for throughout the whole week, this breaker, and seems like price is moving here, but we need more confirmation to expect price coming all the way down to this breaker here. We do have this relative equal high. We do have a high impact news today at 10 o'clock, so price will probably generate, okay, this is the most of the time price generates liquidity before high impact news, and at high impact news price clears it out. So what do I see here? We do have this relative equal high. Is it a SMT? Okay, it's not a SMT. Okay, so that's what making this relative equal high a strong buy side liquidity. So I'm gonna mark it the buy side liquidity, and this is strong because this is also a relative equal high. Now price filled this fair value gap, right? Now let's see on lower time frame if we have any bullish PD area right here that price is using to get support. Okay, so we do have a breaker here, right? On daily chart, see, on daily chart price filled this fair value gap, right? So the movement lower is expected, and as well as we have a volume imbalance right here that price didn't use. So this will also work as a strong PD area. Okay, this will give us bias that if price wanna go higher from this level or lower. So this is a very important level, so I'm gonna mark it. This volume imbalance from the daily chart, top right. Okay, now let's go to 4-hour. And do you guys see the breaker here? What do you think of Bitcoin? I believe Bitcoin will go lower. So we have our breaker, the last up close candle right here. So we'll see. Price came all the way down, right? Tapped inside the breaker here. When did it do that? At London session. So London session was very choppy. London session was very choppy compared to today's session, this morning session. So this is our breaker, and price is also following this fair value gap. So yesterday's music was better, right? You can't hear the music, I believe. Now you will hear the music. Let me know if it's good, or the one that I had yesterday, that one was better, or this one is better. Let me know in the chat. Okay, so at the same time, price generated relative equal low down here. Do you guys see that? Relative equal low, that means what? Strong sell side liquidity. So we'll see, like, if price wanna reject from this fair value gap. Okay, so where in this fair value gap price will be sensitive? Now I'm gonna turn off the chat. It's getting toxic here. People are asking me stupid questions. Anyway, so we have our consequent encroachment, sorry, mean threshold, 0.5% of this fair value gap, and price is reaching for 0.75, right? So I'm gonna mark the 0.75%, and at these levels I will expect to see price getting sensitive, as we have relative equal low down here, right? So 0.5%, which is price going above it right now. So we'll see that if price is not respecting these levels, these two levels to reject, then I believe price will reach for this volume balance from the daily chart, and then possibly we'll see some rejection, because we also do have a breaker here, right? Higher high, new higher high. So this down close candles becomes what? Becomes a breaker. So we'll see what price does here, and now let's go to 1 hour chart. Is it a okay? Did price cleared out this relative equal low? So this swing low is coming at 15,207. This low is coming at 15,207.25, 75, just by like 2 ticks, 15 ticks. Yeah, the difference between this low and this low is like 15 ticks. I'm still gonna consider this as a relative equal low. And we also do have, now the price went below this low just by a tick, we can use these up close candles here as a breaker. Okay, but we'll see like what happens. Today I'm seeing like price showing me both direction, both high probability direction. We do have relative volume balance here, we do have relative equal low down here, plus price is also getting support from a breaker here, right, that I showed you guys on 4 hour chart. So we'll see. We are already expecting a low probability day today before until 10 o'clock. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, the folks who are late, just rewind the stream and you'll hear me analyzing the chart again. So very aggressive delivery here with long wicks. That's what we don't want to see. We want to see like candles like this, with small wicks and big delivery. And what do I see here? We also do have an implied fair value gap here. Do you guys see that? The implied fair value gap. This is what I refer to as a hidden fair value gap, because we have a candle here, then two candles right next to this one crossing each other. So this becomes an implied fair value gap, okay? So let's see what price is doing, and we got our narrative, right? Not a clean one today compared to other days. Like I was giving you, okay, price will go lower, higher, but today we'll see, like I do see relative equal lows down here, but at the same time price cleared it out just by a couple of ticks. We do have trend line liquidity right here, so we'll have a narrative once price goes below the 0.5% here, okay? This 0.5% is what? Is our hourly fair value gap. Do you guys see this? This is our hourly fair value gap. So if price is going below this 0.5%, we'll expect to see price going even lower and hunting liquidity down here, delivering liquidity down here, because these levels are clean, like super clean, and price is respecting a trend line liquidity, delivering this. So is this fair value gap on discount? Okay, it's not on discount, sorry, not on premium. It's this fair value gap is on discount but not on premium, but we'll see what price does. Price also hit this low here, which is also a breaker, right? So let's see if we have more strong candles here. 5-minute chart. So we have strong liquidity towards sell side liquidity, towards sell side, folks, okay? So we'll keep an eye on this level right here. And this is a big delivery. This is a very aggressive delivery. So what I'm gonna do, when I see aggressive delivery like this, I measure the whole price swing like this, and I mark the 0.5% of the swing, and that's what I target. I don't target all the way down here. So we'll see like what happens. And on stream we had 5 consecutive winning days, so we'll see like if even we are closing this whole week in a winning streak, okay? We had loss, I believe 2 losses. We took 2 losses in whole week, and we had more wins than loss. So we'll see like what we can do here today. So we have a breaker here. Do you guys see that on 1-minute chart? With a displacement, plus we are trading inside what time? 8:20 to 8:40, right? So this is our breaker, and price also generated a fair value gap, and we are trading inside our first macro, which is 8:20 to 8:40, right? So I'm gonna put the 1-minute chart here, and Dow 1 minute. So they both generated a breaker, and they both has relative equal lows. So I believe it's a good opportunity for selling from this level down here. We do have relative equal lows down here, and we are also trading inside our macro, first macro, right? So this is a breaker, and let's see what price does here, okay? Let's see what price does. I want to see price going lower from this level, because if you look on Dow, we also do have this relative equal low down here. So this will be a good level of entry. As you guys can see, we have a fair value gap, right? And plus a breaker. So we want to see price respecting this fair value gap, and we want to see price going lower, but we are not just targeting randomly. We'll use standard deviation projection from this level, and this is our manipulation lag. I believe this is a good level for a partial, this level, okay, this level right here from this breaker, because this is negative 1.5 standard deviation and negative 2 standard deviation. From my experience, I saw the price become sensitive at these levels, okay. So we'll see what price is doing. If this is turning out to be a loss, don't worry, we'll have more opportunities, okay. We have a lot of macros, and we have been going on a 5 consecutive winning days, right? 5 consecutive winning days on stream. I don't know about you guys, I'm talking about mine. I took like a couple of trades in front of you in last couple of days. So is it SMT? Yes, it's a SMT with Dow. No, let's go on 30-second. Yes, it's a SMT with Dow. Do you guys see that Dow made a lower low and NQ made a lower high? But I want to see this SMT failing because Dow still has relative equal lows down here. Be careful to take trades right now, okay, because we have a news at 10 o'clock. Do you guys see that? Consumer sentiment. So before that, even your high probability setups will fail, because price will constantly generate relative equal low trend line liquidity, okay. And because of that, I will be safe. I'll be very cautious choosing my trades. You can barely hear me today, and everyone else is saying like the volume is good. Guys, come on, I don't know how to increase my volume anymore. Okay, so this is, I believe it's better, no, the volume. Okay, I increased a little bit more. So price is going higher. It still has this relative equal low, and we are also trading inside this macro. Now let's see if price respect this breaker or not, okay. If price is not respecting, then price will generate what? More relative equal lows, and we have more incoming macros like 850, then 920 to 940. That price will provide more opportunity to us, okay, with more high probability condition. We'll see what price does here. Dow is looking bad on 30-second. So price went above the breaker here. So this breaker is not valid anymore, okay. This breaker is not valid anymore. We'll see what price does from here. And basically price generated more relative equal lows right here, okay. But this was a SMT. That's what you want to avoid, okay. Do you guys see, like, when price generates, when price closed the candle's body below the breaker, and after that it generated a SMT, right? And that's what makes this breaker a low probability breaker. You don't want to see price generating SMT at these levels. You want to see price moving lower aggressively once it closes a candle's body below here, okay. So we have this low here, which was a SMT. So this, put it on your notes, okay folks, like when price closes a candle's body I'm gonna stop looking at the chat and I'm gonna close the chat, okay. This is getting very, this is not good at all. Okay, the chat is closed. If you want to watch my stream even after that, Do it. I'm not opening chat anymore. I'm talking about this. You guys are asking me about SMT and all the bad stuff. It's distracting me, okay? So we put it on your notes, folks, okay? This is a jam. When price closes a candle's body below a breaker, you don't want to see price generating a SMT after that, below these lows. If it's doing that, it's a low probability condition. You should be closing your position right here, okay? So price is coming back down again. Basically price went above this last down close candle, so that's what we don't want to see. We have a inversion right here, right? I want to see price respecting this inversion. This is a BPR too, like price generated two fair value gaps alongside each other, right? So I would like to see price respecting it, price coming up at the next candle. I want to see this candle closing, and at the next candle I want to see price coming up, hitting the inversion, then going lower, providing more sell side liquidity. So let's see what price is doing. I want to see this candle reaching here. So do you guys see what I meant by low probability condition? Usually inside our macro time, okay, 820 to 840, you will see price respecting breakers like this, right? Price had a fair value gap right here, so this is what a high probability condition. That's what we can that's what we look for in a breaker. Do you guys see this now? So this was our breaker. Price went below the breaker, generated a fair value gap that makes this breaker what? A high probability breaker. But because we have a high impact news at 8 o'clock and price went a little bit higher, okay, and then it's moving back to our direction. So you will see this kind of condition, even your A plus setup, you will see that failing. So that's why always the risk management is the number one thing that you should be always following. So we have an inversion here. I told you guys that I want to see price coming back up, and now I want to see it's going lower, okay, from this inversion. I'm not gonna push any button because I believe the condition is low probability. I will take only one trade, suppose at 820, sorry, at 920, and yeah, that's gonna be it. If I don't see a setup at 920, I'll wait and I'll take a trade at 1020 to 1040 bip macro, because price will deliver liquidity at 1020, and after that we can possibly have a good high probability condition in the marketplace. But this is a trade idea, okay? Just because I see a trade in the market, that doesn't mean I'm gonna take it. So suppose targeting all the way down here from this inversion, right? Do we have a relative equal low down here? So we'll see. See, price cleared out the relative equal low, right? Now I wanna see price remaining heavy lower, not moving towards buy side. If it's doing that, that means what? It's an indication of low probability condition. I want to see price going lower from this breaker, okay? Price did a stop hunt here. If I put my standard deviation projection at these candles, I'm trading on 30 seconds, that's why it's gonna be low. The negative 1.5 and negative 2 standard deviation is coming here, so this is a good point for price to reverse. If price is even coming lower, then these levels are gonna be a very good point of interest. So we'll see what price is doing, and look at Dow, okay? They are not respecting the breaker that we want to see respected. So we'll see what happens here. This is not a trade idea for you to push button. We see a model, okay? That's why we are tape reading that if this model works or not. Before the high impact news, we don't take a trade. We tape read and we see, okay, I see a model, I see a entry forming here, but I'm not gonna take it because I know from my experience that it's a low probability condition. So what I'm gonna do, how am I gonna learn? Okay, if I'm not looking at the chart, I'm not learning, I'm not knowing how price will behave before a news release, right? Before a high impact news release. So for that, you will have to tape read, you will have to watch the chart, and that's how you gain the experience. Okay. I hope you guys got it. Why I'm avoiding taking trades before the news releases. You guys got it? So today we'll outline setups. Okay, as many setups I see, I'll outline it, and we'll see how many of the setups comes out profitable before the news gets released. You guys saw me performing for the last couple of days. Okay, I outlined multiple setups in front of you for the last couple of days, and you guys saw it. But today we'll see how I perform before the news release. And do you guys see that price generated relative equal low, cleared it out from this inversion, now it's moving higher? So that's why I'm not trading before the news. I'm not gonna push the button before the news. Okay, so you also have a breaker here. Do you guys see the price generated low, lower low? So these up close candles becomes what? A breaker, right? So price generated another opportunity here. Price generated one opportunity here inside our macro. Price generated another opportunity here from this inversion inside our macro. Now price generating another opportunity inside our same macro, 820 to 840. So we'll see like what happens here. We do have a fair value gap. So let's see what price does here. I'm not gonna push button here, okay folks, because I'm not gambling. All I'm doing is based on logic, based on a clean narrative. Just because I'm saying this thing again and again, just because you see a trade setup, that doesn't mean you should be taking it. So fair value gap and then breaker getting respected, right? Nice breaker. So where is price going right now? So this was our 0.75% off hourly fair value gap. Okay, now we'll see like we'll put our standard deviation here, and we'll see if price is respecting the good reversal level. So our -1.5 and -2, that's what I target most of the time. Okay, now let's see if price is reaching all the way up here from this breaker. We do have an order block. If this order block is not, if price is not respecting this order block, okay, price will go lower. If price is respecting this order block, then this is our destination, and this is how you tape read, and that's what gives you experience in the market. Okay, so price respected the order block. Now the destination is here. Sorry, -1.5 and 2. Okay, I marked the -1. This is our destination from this level. So was it a 2-hour condition? Let's see, suppose you executed here, right, and you put your stop loss below the mean threshold of these order blocks, that of these breakers. There's a lot of breaker here. So if I measured the breaker, the mean threshold of this breaker is coming right here. Now from this level, I don't want to see, when I have a lot of up close candles like this as a breaker, I measure it and I put my stop loss at the 0.5, or suppose there's a fair value gap that you see, we can put it just below the fair value gap right here, because this is a reaper, and that's what I taught inside my 3-day bootcamp as an entry model, the reaper that you see here, the fair value gap. So you can put your stop loss below here and see, every single time folks, price generates a breaker, the -1.5 and -2 standard deviation will come at 2R. Okay, price will always, once you see a breaker, and if you are right identifying the correct breaker, minimum the price will give you is 2R minimum. So 840. we have another order block right here at -1 standard deviation. Do you guys see that? The higher time frame order block, this is a bearish order block, is aligning with our -1.5 and -2 standard deviation. So the mean threshold of this order block from the 50-minute chart is coming right here. So let's see if price is reaching all the way up here or not. On 5-minute chart, we have a good formation. We have these down close candles, right, working as what? Working as a bullish order block. Now if price generates a fair value gap here, this will be a good high probability setup from this level here. So we'll see what happens. Let's put our, so price reversed from the 0.75 right after it filled the gap, the hourly fair value gap that we have here. Sorry, okay, wait, 1 minute chart and hourly fair value gap, or not filled it, it hit the 0.75%. that means the upper quadrant of this fair value gap. Now let's go to 30-second again, put our drawings back, and so I'll analyze gold at 9:10, okay, after the 8:50 and 9:10 macro gets finished. I'll analyze the gold chart in between that short time period. So let's look at Dow. Okay, Dow is looking good. What is this gray shaded box? This is our CB on Dow, right? Sorry, the breaker that we identified from the higher time frame, from the 4-hour chart. Do you guys see that? This is our down close candle working as a breaker. Now let's go to 30-second chart, sorry, 1-minute chart. 30-second looking choppy. So price hit the breaker from the 4-hour chart, right? Price is relative equal low down here, more relative equal low down here. Now let's see if price is generating a breaker at 9:50, sorry, at 8:50. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna put an alert here because this is the 0.5% of the week that we identified on the hourly chart, right? And also this level, this midway, this is the midway of the hourly fair value gap. So I'm expecting to see price getting sensitive here. So we'll put an alert here. If price is reaching all the way up here, we'll see. If not, I'm gonna put an alert here. I wanna see price delivering liquidity here. And Q. So this was a good, beautiful delivery, right? This was a good delivery. After price did a stop hunt here, it generated a breaker. Then also with this fair value gap, price came back down. Beautiful reaction from this breaker, and now let's see what price does here. Now the price is delivered. Now the price delivered liquidity here. We wanna see from where can price potentially reverse. So we have this bearish order block, right, on 5-minute chart. Let's see. Yeah, we have this bearish order block alongside with this fair value gap. So let's see what price does. If price is not reversing from here, we have a very good level for reversal. Do you guys see that? The volume imbalance from the daily chart, this volume imbalance, the gap between these two candles is a good target. So let's go to 1 minute and look at the delivery here. Okay folks, I believe that price will eventually come down, all the way down, and clear out the liquidity from here, because this is a very aggressive delivery, and delivery like this doesn't last long. Even if you look at past price behavior, you'll see that price is eventually coming down here. So we'll see what price does, and let's go back again. So price hit our expected level, right? -1.5 and -2 standard deviation. So let's see what price does. This volume imbalance is coming at 355, right? 356, and it's closing at 373. Yeah, let's see. 8:46. We have a couple of minutes before our next macro gets started. Dow, the same thing, right? Dow is moving towards our expected level, the 0.5% of the CB, and also the hourly candles week. So let's see what happens. Let's see, and let's look at gold now. We have it's getting 850, right? So let's look at gold, and let's see what gold is presenting to us today. We identified a good level of support in our previous streams. We had a fair value gap here. We identified it before without hindsight. Then we have this breaker here, which price is yet to hit. Okay, so now the price moved in our favor this much. I can expect to see price hitting this breaker. So for that, let's get more confirmation. Let's get more confirmation, because we need more confirmation the price will reach at this breaker. This is the high of the up close candle here, okay, and the high is at 1940. So this is also a very good price level for support. 40, 80, 60, these are good levels for support. And fair value gap here alongside with the order block. We identified it yesterday. The folks who were here with me yesterday then already know it. We identified it. So Dow hit our 0.5%. okay, now let's see if Dow reverses. NQ also hit the mean threshold of the breaker. If NQ is not respecting the mean threshold of the breaker, I believe we will reach all the way up here at this volume imbalance. So we'll see what happens. Okay folks, 4 hour and the breaker here, the BC here. So we had the relative equal low from yesterday. This is yesterday's lows. Price cleared it out. And now do we have strong buy side liquidity? Because we need more confirmation for price to move, to expect that price will move higher. I can see a buy side liquidity up here, but I can also identify a inversion here. I can also see that. So this inversion, I'm gonna mark this inversion. And now let's go to hourly chart and let's see where can gold potentially move. So gold cleared out yesterday's low, right folks? So what I believe, like from my experience, what I can tell you that gold will come lower and then go higher. So how will be the formation? So do you guys saw the inversion here, this inversion? So what I believe, the gold will move higher, hit this inversion, and then come lower, hit the breaker, and then it will move higher. In the meantime, okay, gold will generate more relative equal highs here. Okay, that's what we want to see, because we are expecting higher prices from this breaker. Look at the price level here, 1940. If I was trading on gold, I will wait for gold to reach all the way down here and not getting like impulsive. So 50-minute chart, and price did another stop hunt. Now let's go to lower time frame and let's see if we can spot it. So what I believe, gold, now that gold did a stop hunt here, right? These up close candles are working as a breaker, and from this breaker I want to see gold moving higher. So this breaker is not yet activated. Okay, this breaker right here is not yet activated, and price is also inside a higher time frame support level. So we do have relative equal high, a lot of unfilled fair value gap. So I believe gold will move higher from this level before going lower, and I believe we are reaching for the 4-hour inversion that we have here, because on lower time frame, do you guys see how many unfilled fair value gap we have here? And that's what works as a strong liquidity for price. So higher on gold, okay, but if I was trading on gold, I'll wait to do anything else until price reaches at this level. Look at the price level, it's 1940, very nice level. Plus we also have a higher time frame support level right here. Right, so we can expect to see something happening here. And I'll put an alert here, okay folks, if price is going below this low, know that price is reaching for this breaker. If price is not reaching for this low, okay, know that price will reach for this hourly inversion. And this is my analysis for gold. Okay, this is, now let's go back to our chart. NQ is like moving higher, and do you guys see that NQ is moving for what? From this breaker, price got support, and NQ is moving towards buy side liquidity from this level. So now let's go to 1 minute and see if we can spot anything. Four-hour breaker block, where, Chris? We have a 4-hour breaker on what? NQ? Yeah, we do have a 4-hour breaker, but we are expecting price to reverse from this volume imbalance, or price reaching all the way up here, because this is a high probability model. Okay, high probability PD array, whatever you want to say. So I want to see price reaching up at this volume imbalance, and at the same time it's also delivering liquidity with aggressively, right? Aggressively it's delivering liquidity. So let's see what happens. We have a new day opening gap here. Let's see, I wasn't watching the new day opening gaps. Where is it? Yeah, this is our new day opening gap and price is above it, but it's not near to this level. Delphine, okay? If it was like here, somewhere here, then we'd have used it, but we do have another new day opening gap right here alongside with this volume imbalance. So this volume imbalance is looking good for a reversal. We'll see what price does. We'll see that. Let's go to 30 seconds. Let's put our ICT everything indicator. Victoria is saying, hi Hydra, thanks for the stream. You are welcome. Sometimes when you mark a breaker, you mark the down or up close candles before the ones which I would have marked. Could you explain why, please? Like, what do you mean? I thought it was always the last down close or up close candles, which from the okay, now I get it. Okay, it's not the last one. Okay, if you are trading on higher time frame, only then you are gonna mark the last one. If you are trading on lower time frame, you're gonna mark the whole up close candles. All of it, okay? All of it is working as a breaker. So price is basically trending since the night, right? Since the London session. And no, not in the London session. From this morning, price is basically trending after 6:30. Was there any news or something? What's happening? Let's see. Maybe we had like a low impact news or something like this. Nah, basically nothing other than the 10 o'clock consumer sentiment, right? Friday trend. Yeah, we'll see what happens, okay? From which low time frame should we start mark all? What do you mean? You didn't see me doing that? I did that from the weekly to all the way down to 50-minute chart. Do you have a time to comment on BTC? I don't. Sorry for that. Hi bro, if possible, can you rise the volume a bit? Volume is already good, okay? Volume is good. Friday trend, FOMC speakers, GBP. We don't have FOMC speaker today. It's consumer sentiment. The data is getting released. So 850, right? 850 to 910, we have a macro. So we are seeing the reaction here of the macro. Dow is reversing. Yeah, Dow is inside the breaker that we identified. So let's see what Dow is doing. Dow had the breaker here. Sorry, yeah, on higher time frame Dow had a breaker. So 4-hour chart breaker or higher time frame breaker here, right? So but I'm expecting they will move higher, okay, because on NQ they're moving together. On NQ we still have the higher time frame volume imbalance unfilled, so I want to see price tapping there and then coming down. Good morning, Reggie. The volume imbalance is on what time frame? Are you so lazy to go back, rewind the stream and watch it? So on Dow we do have a fair value gap here, right? And let's see where price can potentially go on Dow. The 30-second is getting cleaner. Do you guys see that? As we are approaching towards our next macro, 920 to 940, and that's what I consider as a high probability macro. So we'll see how price delivers it today, and the price action on 30-second is getting cleaner. So yeah, this is good. This is looking good. 3-minute chart. Let's put the 3-minute here. No, I'm not annoyed. I'm just like, because this is good, you know. They're asking me questions that I want to avoid. I'm not going to answer these questions because I already did, and they're so lazy to go back or even watch the stream from yesterday. And I've been streaming for the whole week today, right? This week I streamed like every day. So the questions you are asking me, you can find the answers in the last streams or in the videos I made. Macro plus breaker blocks. It's written with big title in my YouTube. They're so lazy. I'm just looking at them and thinking, okay, how lazy a human can be. It's surprising me. I'm not annoyed. It's making me laugh. Chat is good, you know, like, but today I'm not feeling that good. So it's because of my health. Yesterday I was feeling good. Even the whole week I was feeling good. But since the last night, I'm feeling a little bit sick, you know, like I went outside and I had a normal jacket, and it's winter, it's snowy, and I feel like I caught a cold. So because of that, okay, we have a breaker here alongside with these fair value gaps, right? These fair value gaps are unfilled, and on 1 minute chart you guys can see that this is a big down close candle. Now let's go to 30-second. Is a breaker confirmed by the candle close below it or weak to no weak? Once price closes a candle's body below a breaker, that's when a breaker gets activated, okay? Nick, don't leak the things that I taught you guys inside the bootcamp, okay? There's a lot more with a breaker goes on that the public don't know, okay? It's inside our bootcamp and it's a lot more detailed. The way I introduced my model, okay? Once you guys see my content, the folks who are inside my bootcamp, once you see the 5-hour lecture based on only one model, people can't even talk about their model for 10 minutes. And I did talk about my model for 5 hours. So basically, like 90% of the stuff I shared inside the bootcamp. Remaining 10%, you'll see it inside the mentorship that I'll do. Yeah, Nick, it's all good. They won't understand that. So we have this fair value gap, right? So we have this breaker down here. So let's see what price does, and we are approaching towards our next macro, which is 920 to 930, right? 920 to 930. We also do have an inversion here, so it's gonna work as a great confirmation. Do you guys see that on 3-minute chart? On 3-minute chart, we have a good inversion right here. It's getting an inversion, right? Price is closing a candle's body below this fair value gap, and that's when this fair value gap becomes a high probability entry model. plus this fair value gap is at where? At the 0.5% of our hourly fair value gap on Dow, right? NQ, anything? If you guys see anything on NQ, okay, we are expecting higher prices on NQ. That's why I'm not gonna buy or sell anything at 920 until our higher time frame targets gets delivered. If not, okay, if price is not delivering liquidity all the way up here on NQ, filling the volume imbalance at before 10 o'clock, then we can at 10 o'clock we can expect to see price moving higher. So let's see what price it does. Okay, I'm staying still until 10 o'clock. After that we'll start doing something. Can you put your ES chart? No, Dow and ES are same. Okay, inversion is advanced market structure shift also, right? Yes, with inversion we can confirm market structure shift. Do you have a Skrill account too? Okay, whatever account I have is already in my, I already told you guys, Bitcoin or PayPal. Okay, I don't have a Skrill. I'm not using a Skrill account, Ahmed. There are so many types of people in this world. Anyway, we had relative equal low down here, right? So price came down, cleared out the relative equal low. Now let's see if price moves higher. This is a strong liquidity level, and if you put your fib from this swing low, okay, all the way up to this, you can see that price came down to the discount, and we are expecting higher prices, right? We are expecting higher prices. So let's see if price moves higher from this level. If not, I don't see any high probability target, folks. Okay, that's the thing. I don't see a high probability target other than this relative equal low down here, then this one, and we also have a strong liquidity level right here. So for a setup to get high probability, we need a high probability target. Without a high probability target, our setup will not become a high probability setup. Do you guys get it? This is a gem. Okay, write it on your notes, because you don't have the experience yet, you don't realize it, but I'm sharing my experience with you. Without a high probability target, a entry model will not become a high probability setup. So you need target before you identify a setup. Do you guys get it? And every single time, okay, for the last couple of days, every single time I told you guys that this is a good level for buying, this is a good level for selling. Every single time there was a target, a strong target, a relative equal low, relative equal high, or suppose like a unfilled fair value gap or similar to that. Okay, there was always a target. So entry always comes at the end. At first we'll have to identify the bias, the narrative. We will have to build the narrative. We will have to go through all the time frames and see if our narrative is getting respected by other time frames. If so, drop down to the lower time frame, identify the targets. If you have strong liquidity levels like equal low, equal high, trendline liquidity, unfilled fair value gap, if you spot that and it's in the direction of your bias and your narrative is also supporting that, right? What is narrative? Why price should do what you are expecting it doing. And after that, the execution comes in. After that, you will be looking for model. And what you do, you look for model first without looking for anything. You look for pattern first, right? And that's why you never make money. See, there's a process to go through. And you do what? You look for you look for the pattern, only the pattern, and you don't even know what are the things you should be considering looking at. How to join your Discord? I don't have a Discord. I don't have a Discord. I'm gonna stream for the whole month of November for free, okay? And you guys saw the quality for the last couple of days. You guys saw me winning, calling markets. Yes, we had loss. Loss is inevitable, folks, okay? In trading, it's inevitable. You can be like a god in trading, but you cannot avoid loss. But we had more and more and more wins. The folks who were with me throughout the week, you guys already know that how many trades we own, right? How many times we called market, right? And that's what you wanna learn. You are not here for a signal, are you? You are here to get the gems. See price moving lower. It generated relative equal high here. That's good, right? We wanna see price generating this. We wanna see price generating this because we are expecting higher prices. And NQ doing what? NQ generating trendline liquidity. Do you guys see that? Alongside with relative equal high. That means what? We're expecting higher prices. We are spotting high probability targets. So this is our relative equal high up here. Now let's look at let's have a quick look on NQ. Do you guys see that? How choppy the price action is? This is what experience tells you. This is what tape reading tells you, okay? That before the impact news, before the consumer sentiment releases, you will have a price action like this. So don't trade in price action like this. Rather tape read, build your experience, see how price is delivering so that you can avoid this kind of situation, okay? When you see this kind of situation repeating in price in future, you will know that, okay, I already saw it before the consumer sentiment with HYDRA. Now I know this is a low probability condition. I should not push button. So price is moving higher. Are we inside the macro? We are not yet, right? I believe Dow will provide a better opportunity. Dow will provide a better opportunity. Yeah, that's what I believe. So we'll see. 5 minutes. Why high prices and not lower ones? There are equal low and Q. Why buy side liquidity first? Iman, I think you joined me just right now, right? We have a volume imbalance. Go on daily chart, okay? We have a volume imbalance. That's why we want to see higher prices. If not, we'll see, okay? We are not like forcing anything yet. So we are waiting for price to get cleaner, price to show us a good setup with high probability targets. And here, what do you see? We trade based on liquidity levels, right? So what do you guys see here? Price has clean levels right here alongside with these two unfilled fair value gaps. So whenever you guys heard me talking about strong liquidity levels, I always mention there are 3 types of strong liquidity. And price will always gravitate back towards these strong liquidity levels. Until price clears out these strong liquidity levels, it will not reverse towards another direction. What are these liquidity levels? Can you let me know what are 3 strong liquidity levels? Let me see like if you guys are listening to me carefully or not. Chat, let me know what are 3 types of strong liquidity levels. So NQ has a SMT here, right? Is it SMT with yes? Let's see. I'm gonna see it on my own chart here. Yes. Okay, it's not SMT. Yeah, I say it's SMT like Dow and ES. They both made a higher high, and Dow failed to do that. See, a lot of you guys are attentive students, right? Fair value gap. So no, not fair value gap. Unfilled fair value gap. Okay, correct this Python. It's not a normal fair value gap. Is not as strong as an unfilled fair value gap. So corrected. 3 types of liquidity are strong. We consider it as a strong liquidity. Price will not reverse. Write it down on your notes. Price will not reverse until price clears out this kind of liquidity. So equal high, equal low, number 1. Number 2, trend line liquidity. Number 3, what? Unfilled fair value gaps. So see if price had an unfilled fair value gap right here, right? That's what you learned from your experience. What do you guys see here? This is an unfilled fair value gap. Price came all the way down, right? Now price tapped inside this unfilled fair value gap and now it's moving towards buy side. At the same time, price generated relative equal lows. So once price come back towards, now this fair value gap is what? Now this fair value gap is filled, not filled like halfway filled. So once price comes back to this fair value gap, I want to see if this fair value gap is not getting respected, because this is not an unfilled fair value gap anymore. And do you guys see how Dow is generating strong target? Do you guys see that? Let me change the chart color. I'm bored with this green color. This one's good. This one's better. This brown color is better, right? Which one do you guys like? The green one or the brown one? For the traders who are here, my female traders, I do have a pink one for you. So if you guys wanna put the color code, where is the color code here? So this one is the pink one, FF9393. This look good, right? This look really good and it doesn't hurt the eyes. So it's for the female traders. I don't use it, and what I use most of the time is brown. This one looks really better. I know girls like pink, right? I was teaching my sister how to trade. Like after 3 days, she got exhausted. She told me it's not for her. When she saw me doing it, she was like, okay, so cool. He's sitting here just making money by clicking on chart. And after 3-4 days, she's like, oh my god, it's just like a headache. See, now this fair value gap is not getting respected anymore. Why? This fair value gap, when it was unfilled, price respected it, right? But now this fair value gap is not unfilled anymore. So let's see what price does. We had a relative equal low down here. Price cleared it out. If price is moving higher from, I want to see this relative equal low getting taken out. Okay, folks. This one's after, if price is doing that, we'll have a clean narrative that price will definitely move higher with a higher level of chance, like 80% chance that price will go. There's another one. You wanna get banned, bruh? Just give us an entry. Ban. We don't do that here, okay? I don't do signals here. So if you are asking me straight question, give me entry. You will humbly get banned, okay? Jarvis, you have a fair value gap. We can have fair value gap that is balanced but not filled. Yes. But that question was right. Bro just gave us an entry. Like, it's so straight. I saw people like asking the same question like in a different way. Like, do you think this breaker will buy? Now that's a good question, but this guy, he is like straight, give us an entry. So on Dow is looking good. Even on 50 minutes, I'm gonna take you guys on 50 minutes on Dow. Do you guys see that we have a breaker, another breaker here? So lower low, new lower low, right? This I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Do you guys see it now? This swing low, price went below this swing low, so these up close candles becomes our breaker, and at the same time this we can consider as a mitigation block, right? So now the price is moving here. I'm gonna put the marking here and I want to see what price does at this level, because this is a mitigation block, right? And we also do have another breaker that price got support at this today, so we'll see what price does here. And did price cleared out the relative equal that I marked? Okay, it didn't yet. 2 minutes and we'll be inside our, once price clears out this relative equal low, folks, I believe this will work as a turtle soup entry. Okay, we also do have a mitigation block, so we'll see. We have a stop hunt here, so I'm not expecting price coming down and going below this low, and I'm expecting price getting higher, price getting support after it clears out the relative equal low from here, and this will possibly give us a turtle soup entry. Okay, now let's see what price does. If price is coming all the way down here, then it's good. So this is what I see. Okay, this is what I see, as we have strong liquidity levels right here, right? A lot of trend line liquidity. If price clears out this level, this can work as a strong target for us to hunt all the way up there and take a turtle soup entry here. So we'll see what price does. Okay, we are trading inside our macro, so we want to see what price does here. So we'll see what happens. This is a good level for me to expect a buy. Otherwise we do have this breaker, but I'm not gonna take entry from this breaker because I believe this is a good level for support, because we still have this relative equal low. Do you guys see that how clean this equal low is? This one. That's why I'm waiting. Okay, and I believe patience always pays better. Patience never fails to pay better. Okay, so I'm gonna be patient. I don't know about you, I'm a very patient person when it comes to trading, and I wasn't when I started. This is something that I built after years of experience. Count me in Boxworks division. I'll show what I can do with one single trade per day, and you only, nothing else needed. Speaking of the Romans, who's joining with M7 and ICT, who any take personally. So mentor is doing a trade station giveaway, right? Mentor is doing a trade station giveaway. So I wanna see like what mentor's telling us. I wanna see. What's the rules? Did any posted the rules? What condition? What are the condition? Okay, here it is. How do you earn the price I offer here? You must trade either a live funded account or a funded account, not demo, and only use my silver bullet model. You must only trade between 3 to 4 a.m., 10 to 11 a.m., 2 to 3 p.m. with only one trade per day. Okay, now this is a very nice rule. You can look for setups inside all of these time periods, but you are only executing at when? At 10 o'clock. So I do have multiple funded accounts. So let me try. Okay, let me try today. Let's see. We have silver bullet at 10 and 11, right? I have a new funded account that I didn't even touched, didn't even execute a single trade. So we'll see what mentor is telling us. And what's the price? Okay, let's see what's the price. Only the entitled will participate, only the earned success. And okay, I got it. What's the price? Okay, the table. Oh no, there's a setup. Okay, this is the trade station. Yeah, it's looking good. Let's see what we can do today, right? So price came down, did multiple stop on and going above the breaker here. So let's see. Okay folks, if price is closing a candle body above here, I'm not gonna do anything. Okay, because I told you guys that I'm gonna wait if price is reaching all the way down here or not. If you wanna risk, you can risk your money here because this is a good buying level. This is a breaker and price activated the breaker. I'm not gonna do that. So how many times price delivered here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we had 3 dive pattern here visible. So we had 1 swing low, right? Second swing low, the third one, and after the price reverse. And that's what I taught inside my 3-day bootcamp as a turtle soup model. Another turtle soup model that you guys never saw before. It's not available outside of my bootcamp. So the folks who are not inside there, you guys are missing hell of a lot. Okay, so we have relative equal high here, a fair value gap here. Let's see if price is not clearing out the relative equal high here and then coming down, filling this fair value gap. This is gonna be a good level for buying. busy right here, so still waiting. Still waiting. Do you have Discord, man? I don't have a Discord. There's breaker on 1 minute. That there we are to on 1 minute we have a breaker. Yeah, this one I already marked it on 30-second. The same thing. So price reversed without us, right? I was expecting a good buying from here, but anyway, this is a missed entry, missed opportunity. I would have entered if price is like tapping inside this PC, but seems like price didn't. And price cleared out all the relative equal highs here, right? And we have relative equal high. The only relative equal high is resting is above here. 28, 2 minutes. Let's see if price gives us an opportunity, or if not, we'll trade at 10:20 to 10:40. Okay, inside that time period. Has to be new accounts. Yeah, I read the rule. I have new accounts that I didn't even touch on Top Step. So we'll see once we get inside the silver bullet. 10 to 11. I'll stream till 11 today. Okay, we'll see. $28. Was it a SMT with other pair? Okay, it wasn't a SMT. $9.29. I'm not gonna buy. If you don't know your setups, then you probably shouldn't be trading. Yes. Yes, 9:29, 1 minute before the New York Open. See, I was right identifying the direction, right, where price will deliver. Did you guys learn something? When price generates strong liquidity like this, After it clears out or hits the discount level, price will reverse. Did you guys learn anything? I didn't got an entry, but that's not the point. You guys here to learn, and this was a good learning session. If I was a student, if I was learning someone like me from someone like me, then this is a good learning point, like, right? We identified strong liquidity levels. I told you guys that this is a good point for price to reverse because price generated what? Strong liquidity levels. And I've literally been preaching for the whole day that price generates 3 types of liquidity levels: strong, equal high, equal low, trendline liquidity, unfilled fair value gap. So we had all of it: trendline liquidity, equal high, equal low, unfilled fair value gap. And this model, the folks who are inside my 3-day workshop, didn't I gave you this model to look for before macro and inside macro, Sylvia? The same exact pattern repeats inside most of the macros. I'm not gonna say all of it, but most of the macros. So NQ reversed, right? NQ reversed and Dow is like flying. So let's go to NQ, and we have a breaker here on NQ, right? On 32nd. This is a breaker. Do we have strong targets to our sell side? Do we have strong targets? Yes, we do have a lot of unfilled fair value gaps right here. So let's see, are we trading inside our macro? Yes. So we can see how price delivers from this level on NQ. Okay, folks, so let's see what price does here on NQ. We are not taking this setup, we are just tape reading and seeing how price delivers. Okay, do you guys see the delivery here? Very aggressive delivery towards buy side. I'm not gonna take it until the news gets delivered. Okay, we watch what price does and see. Price is barely respecting the breaker here. It cleared out the relative equal low. Now it's following Dow. Okay, Dow is moving lower, NQ is moving higher. Yeah, NQ has an unfilled fair value gap. So NQ has a volume imbalance, not unfilled fair value gap. What am I talking? See, this is what I mean when I say a low probability condition before high impact news, and that's what you want to avoid. Okay, what did I told you guys? I'm not gonna do anything until the news gets released. Okay, so there's a logic behind it. I'm not just randomly telling you, okay, I'm not gonna do anything. So price came back to the breaker again. We are not doing anything. Okay, don't get impulsive that because you see a setup you should be pushing button. No, wait for the high probability condition to meet. See, if you are buying here, you would have like getting stopped out anyway. This is a very aggressive delivery towards buy and sell side, right? And that's what we expect before the high impact news. Dow is crashing. So Dow cleared out the relative equal low, hit the mitigation block, and this is a point of interest for us. Now let's see what Dow shows us. If Dow buys from here, this is the expected level for bullish scenario, right? Because on higher time frame, this is a mitigation block. Do you guys see that? This level right here, price to the tick hit the mitigation block. Now let's see if they move higher. Okay, if they are moving higher from this level. We also have this breaker here, higher high, new higher high. So price is basically generating signals in both direction, but we are gonna follow the higher time frame direction, which is here. right? We identified a mitigation block from the higher time frame, and now let's see what they do. Do you guys see that delivery here on NQ? This is what a low probability condition looks like. NQ had a breaker, right? And look at the delivery inside the breaker. So price is now trading inside the range. Dow had a good reaction from this breaker, right? And Dow is basically going lower to this relative equal low. So Dow cleared out the relative equal low, hit the higher time frame breaker. What breaker here? Let's see. Where was the breaker? This is the breaker, right? Also the fair value gap that was unfilled. So a very good reaction from the relative equal low after the relative equal low got cleared out, and even from the breaker here. So this breaker is from 50-minute chart. Go on your 50-minute chart, you will see that price is respecting this breaker beautifully. We are not doing anything other than watching. Some people, okay, who didn't conquer themselves, who are impulsive, they will feel like, okay, I'm missing a lot of opportunity here. Why am I not buying here? Why am I not selling here? Bro, we don't trade every day. That's the first rule. And we only trade inside high probability condition that we know that, where we know price will repeat a high probability model for us. So we'll wait for 10 o'clock news to get released, okay? And then we'll see what we can do. Yeah, this is a good support level. Breaker, 15-minute equal low. And we have this up close candle on 50-minute second chart. Let's see what it is. So we have a breaker here on 15-second chart. Another breaker. And alongside with the unfilled fair value gap, right? Alongside with the unfilled fair value gap. Do you guys see the unfilled fair value gap here? Yes, this one. So train your eyes. It doesn't mean that you don't have 15-minute second chart to look at. The same pattern will repeat again on other time frame, on higher time frame. Unfilled fair value gap. So if I was using standard deviation here to project the price, let's see where does this fair value gap comes in. This fair value gap is coming at -2 to 2.5, right? Do you guys see how this standard deviation, the projection levels are aligning with this fair value gap? Where's the projection? Oh my god, PDR projection. Okay, it's here. So we had our up close candle here on the breaker, right? And this -2 to 2.5 is coming exactly at the fair value gap. So let's see if price hits this breaker. Okay, if price is coming down hitting this breaker, we'll have an entry targeting this fair value gap as we have more relative equal high. So this is a, here I'm willing to risk money at this condition only if price reaches all the way down here. So the setup is gonna be like this. Okay, but I want to see price coming down here. That will mean what? Price will deliver liquidity below this swing low, and that's what I consider as a high probability setup. This model is only valid if price is reaching all the way down here. So see, price respected this order block. Now it's moving higher. So not valid anymore, right? So NQ hit our volume imbalance, okay, that we expected to see getting hit. The folks who are like, don't buy NQ, I saw someone doing that. Zorvish, don't buy NQ, we have dollar going lower. This is bullshit. We have target, higher time frame target here, volume imbalance. So price gravitated back towards the volume imbalance. I've literally been saying since the morning that this is the target. I'm not looking for a reversal pattern until price hits the level, and price did that. So we have another swing low right here. So I want to see price coming down. If it's doing that, I have an entry. Trust me, I'll take an entry here. If price is coming all the way down here at this level before clearing out the relative equal high, okay, before tapping inside this fair value gap, I'll take an entry from this level. It seems like price is coming down, right? Let's see what happens. Do you split NQ volume imbalance? Do you split in 4 quarters? Yes, the same thing. Okay, I forgot to mention. But seems like price is delivering aggressively here. So let's see. This is the last line of defense for us to expect a bearish price action on NQ, 0.75. Okay. So Dow cleared out the low here and didn't hit the breaker. Okay, I'm waiting for Dow this price to hit the breaker because we have a fair value gap here, and this is what? A unfilled fair value gap. How many times you guys heard me saying that this is a strong liquidity level? Price will not reverse until price clears out or taps inside a unfilled fair value gap. You don't use 1 minute. I do use 1 minute, but on 1 minute the same thing. Okay folks, I don't know if you guys know how to read the basic level of chart. This is a good level for buying. I'm already in, targeting the high here. Okay, targeting the high. So the setup will be, this is gonna be the first trade I'm taking today, and I'll take another trade. If this trade is failing, I'll take another trade at 11. Okay, 10 to 11, and 2 trades in a day. Okay folks, 2 trades in a day, and I want to see price going higher from this level because we have very strong targets here. Were you in his ICTs? No, I wasn't in ICT's paid mentorship, but I watched his mentorship in 2021. So 0.75, right? Price hit the 0.75 level on NQ. This is a volume imbalance that we are expecting as a reversal level, as a bearish PDRA for price to go lower. Now let's see what happens. NQ going higher. These are like really clean level, folks. Look at here. So equal high. And our fair value gap got respected beautifully. BC Where's my writings? PC, just couple more, and it's gonna hit my TP. And after that, I'm gonna share my execution inside the Telegram. So the folks who wanna see my execution once price hits the TP here, this level, okay, you can join inside my Telegram, and you will find the link in the description below. Because I'm not taking entry in front of you, I'm not giving you a signal, but I'm explaining basically like everything. So if you know a little bit of ICT, you know what I'm doing here. So more relative equal highs, and price is also getting inside our next macro, 950 to 1010, okay. Why did you enter outside the macro? Basically, I entered at exactly at 943. Yeah, this limit order got hit at 943. So because of the setup, look at the liquidity levels right here. This is like, I consider this kind of setup as one of the highest probability setup, but we'll see. Okay, 950 macro. If you guys are not feeling okay, then wait for 950 macro. And then, is not this execution outside macro? Yes, this execution is outside macro. And price is going lower. Seems like price will provide another high probability setup inside 950, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wait. We have more breakers here, and what I believe, no, without experience is not permitted. So this is another breaker. Price did another stop hunt here. Okay, so this is working as a breaker here again. Flip the regular trading, see the gap getting closed. The gap, regular trading hours. The gap is down below here, but I'm trading based on liquidity level, okay folks? So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Price did a deeper retracement to this fair value gap, but I'm okay. My stop loss is way lower. So we'll see what price does. 947, 3 minutes. Let's look at gold. Okay, now the price is chopping here. Let's look at gold, what gold is doing. Okay, so gold, as I told you guys, this was a good buying opportunity, but we identified a good breaker. Okay, gold is just chopping around, right? Gold, I was expecting higher prices from this breaker, and I told you guys that a breaker gets activated once price closes a candle's body before the news. Sorry, once price closes a candle's body above a breaker, that's when a breaker gets activated. So price didn't activate the breaker. Okay, we got a professor here. Flip to gotcha what? Okay, let's see where he got gotcha. Where he's saying that on Dow. We're saying it on Dow, right? E-bomb. Yeah, now E-bomb is the professor here, right? E-bomb. So price did a deeper retracement inside this 15-minute fair value gap, and we do have a potential breaker here, 950. So I believe price will go higher. Okay folks, this is a breaker that I identified long before gotcha was here. So gotcha, see the performance here. Okay, so let's see if price goes higher from this level. We have relative equal highs here, and I want to see price going here. Okay, do you have macros on London session? I don't have macros on London session because I never traded on London session, so I'm not gonna share something that I don't have experience with. Let's see, we are waiting for macro to get started. Okay, 950 macro. more liquidity towards buy side. Price is aggressively delivering towards sell side, okay, generating more strong sell side liquidity. When I said gotcha, it means you are right, meaning on English it means oh gotcha, not a professor. No, I'm not saying I understood the meaning of gotcha, but I'm saying you as a professor. Why you are trading in seconds? We don't have premium account? What to do now? Another one, okay, blocked. I'm not giving you signals, I'm showing you the logic. The same pattern that repeats on 15 second will repeat on higher time frame, okay? So it's the same thing, okay? It's not like, so I'm closed, okay folks. That position that I took at 943 here outside macro, I closed it here, right here. I don't have any interest to hold this one. Price will provide another opportunity once it goes above that, or from this level, as price is returning back to this, breaker again. Very choppy delivery. So I took a trade in outside macro, and also before news. It happens, folks, okay? So a couple of winning trades and a losing trade. We cannot avoid losing trade, right? Yes, the patterns literally happens every single day. You have to identify a good pattern that goes with your narrative. One loss, I took one loss, okay, I'm gonna be honest. And this, if I close my session today, this is gonna be the first loss that I'm like in a day I'm taking and closing a losing day. In 5 days, 5 consecutive winning days in a row. So we'll see if we are closing today as a winning day. I took my first trade, turned out to be a loss. It's okay. So now I'll wait for the news to get released, and after that I believe price will move higher as we have relative equal low higher here, right? This shit is nothing. If I lose 4 trades in a row, I will only lose 1 profitable trade. Now how about that? So I was willing to risk the money here because I know I'm gonna only take 1 loss, then I'll have 3 more chances to lose, to get back into one, like to lose 1 winning trade. And I had multiple winning trades throughout the week. And see, I shared my statement, the trading statement on Twitter, and you guys also saw me calling, right? News, I don't know how news will get delivered. Joker, why is your name Joker Knows? It's so weird to pronounce. Anyway, so Joker Knows news, bullish or bearish, I don't know, we'll see. So these parents, is we thinking too hard or first time I saw you breaking your rules. Shit happens, you made already huge profits this week. Right, it happens folks. So we'll see. I'll be here with you for the whole month of November, so you guys will see how I trade. So we have an inversion here, right? We have a relative equal low down here, so we'll see what happens. Like liquidity, strong liquidity in both direction. We took loss, okay? I took loss even last couple of days. Did you guys saw that? Like yesterday I took a loss, after that profitable trade. The day before that took a loss first, profitable trade after that. So it doesn't matter, folks, okay? So yeah, it happens. And then why am I so confident even after a loss? Because I follow my rules, the risk management, okay? Even if when I'm getting impulsive, sometimes I do, I have the rules, I have my risk management that saves me, okay? I'm taking 1 loss, but I'm not blowing my account. I have a risk management behind me that supports me, okay? Even when I'm losing my control, my risk management is saving me. How is saving me? I risk on my funded account 0.5% of the total balance, okay? 0.5% of my total balance. So, and I target 2R on every trade. 2R, sometimes I get like more than this, but I'll consider that as a lucky trade. But 2R, so if I'm getting 2R in one trade and I'm risking 0.5%, then I'll need like 4 trades in a row to lose to get back to my initial balance, right? To lose one winning trade. So see, when you are following risk management strictly, eventually you will turn out to be profitable. And me, my average win rate is 60 to 80%. I never go below 60%. My worst month this year was like 40% win rate. So let's see what price does. This inversion, price changes its shift here. Is it a SMT below here? Because if it's a SMT, price will go higher. Yes, this is a SMT. Is it a SMT? Yes, yes. Look at it. Yes. Yes, made a lower low where this failed to make a lower low. See? 9:56, 4 minutes. So if okay, listen folks, okay, listen carefully. If price clearing out the relative equal low first at 10 o'clock, I'm expecting a bullish delivery on news, okay? I'm expecting a bullish delivery on news, and this is the unfilled fair value that I want to see getting filled. Thomas, have a good day. Bye. Can we sell gold? I don't know about you, but what I told you guys before, that gold, I'm expecting a bullish price action on gold from 1940. Okay, so that's it. I'm expecting a bullish price action on gold. I'm gonna put an arrow here, so when I come back I have something to watch. I'm expecting a bullish price action from gold from here until this inversion from the 4 hour chart. So 1 minute, 5 minutes. As well, okay, now that Dow is getting clear, I'm expecting, my expectation on Dow is also getting clear. So I'm gonna share that with you all, okay? So what I believe at news can happen, Dow coming lower, hitting the breaker, okay? Aggressive delivery, we're expecting aggressive delivery and moving higher. So let's see if Dow is doing this. Let's see, folks, what can happen. 30-second, and the news is getting released. Look at 50-minute on Dow. We have a breaker here, so good level for support, right? And and NQ. Move higher now, move higher from this level. Damn, move higher. I would have taken a turtle soup entry here at this level if there was no news. Gold hit the 1940 level, so I'm expecting gold to go higher from 1940. I even gave the analysis before when I started my stream today at 9 o'clock, around 9 o'clock. I gave the analysis. HYDRA ICT, he said we have 3 macro for New York session, 10 to 11, 14 to 15. No, 3 silver bullet. Oh my god, this is not a macro. 3 to 11, 10 to 11, then 2 to 3, and then at London session 1, 2 to 3 again. So now the price is leaving these liquidity levels. Okay, this is good at 1020 to 1040 macro. This is another macro that I consider inside silver bullet. I don't just randomly trade inside silver bullet. So our narrative is still same, folks. So we want to see price going higher. Okay, after now that it's cleared out the relative equal low from here, now the price hit the breaker from the 50-minute chart here. The narrative is still same. So we'll see what happens. Gold again. Gold is trading at 1941, right? Gold basically hit our breaker, the weekly support level. So let's see if gold goes higher, and if this breaker is getting activated inside 10-20 period, okay folks, I'm gonna take another trade, and that is gonna be the last one for today. If Dow is going higher from here, so this is gonna be the breaker. This is an incoming breaker. It's not a breaker yet. Okay, it's not a breaker yet. I believe I can take trades from this one rather than taking from this one because we have higher targets, right? So breaker, incoming breaker. This is not a breaker yet. Okay, listen carefully. This is not a breaker yet. This is an incoming breaker, and I want to see price going higher from this level. We have an inversion, and this will confirm our market structure shift. Okay, now we are getting inside the high probability condition, and this is what will confirm our market structure shift. Once price goes above this inversion, this is an advanced market structure shift. This trend line liquidity is looking so beautiful. This whole trend line phantom, right? Trend line liquidity. What? And center middle. Now let's see what price does. Okay, we are waiting for time to get matched. We are trading inside 950 to 1010 macro now, so we'll wait and see where Dow delivers now. NQ moved lower from the inversion, from the volume imbalance, daily volume imbalance, right? but no opportunity of any trade on NQ. Other than this fair value gap, I don't see anything on Nasdaq. Incoming dead Dixie, incoming Dixie turtle souped in 15 minutes. Joker, what are you talking about, Dixie? This is a level that I outlined when I analyzed, when I did my stream on Monday. I believed this is what I told you guys, that is a good bearish PDR, this fair value gap inside this 15-minute, sorry, hourly, yeah, inside this hourly order blocks right here, and basically it's trading inside this level. We had a stop on it. I believe dollar will go higher. So let's see what Dow is showing us. But at the same time, Dow has liquidity here, so I want to see Dow respecting these liquidity levels, okay, before going lower. So this is an inversion. I'm expecting it confirming our market structure shift. So once price goes above this inversion, okay, I believe it will confirm the market structure shift from here. Look at gold now, folks, okay? Gold is going higher. As I told you guys, from the 1940 level, gold will go higher. Now check gold and see, this is also a breaker here. So our this breaker is getting activated, but we are trading outside our high probability macro, which is 1020 to 1040. So price stepped inside the inversion again. Let's see, I want to see this candle coming a little bit lower, okay, because we have a fair value gap here. Now let's see if this candle comes lower. We're still inside our macro. So if it does this, we have a trade idea. Targeting 2R from this level. Because I believe market structure shift happened already. So we'll see what price does here. Okay, folks. From this level all the way to R, I believe price will go even higher, hunting liquidity all the way up here. Let's see what it does. And we are also trading inside our 950 to 1010 macro, right? So let's see. Yes, 950 to 1010. Price hit the breaker here. Do you guys see the breaker? The small breaker right here with a clean swing low. That's what makes a breaker a high probability breaker. Now let's see if price is moving higher from this level. From this level we have strong liquidity all the way up here. Price had this inversion here and price closed the candle's body above the inversion. So let's see. Let's see, if not, we'll have another opportunity at 1020, I believe. 1020, and after that I'm gonna close my stream and that's gonna be it. Let's see if we can close our week with 6 consecutive winning days. Let's see if we can do that. This is a good support level because this right here is a fair value gap on 50-minute chart, okay, which is inside our breaker. So let's see, 10-10. Okay, I'm not gonna take any entries, and I'm gonna wait for 10-20 macro to get started. Okay, if you guys are pushing button here because we are trading outside, you have a 6-day trading week. Yes, I do have a 6-day trading week. Yeah, alongside with crypto. With today, with indices, it's gonna be like 5 days, right, in a row. On stream, I had 4 days winning streak. So let's see. Yeah, let's wait for 10-20 macro, okay? Low probability condition, looking shit as a chart. See, the model itself is visible, but price is delivering shitty price action. Like, look at this price action here. Just chopping around inside a range. So let's see if, hope you get enough fresh air and social contact. I'm not trading all day and I only trade till 10 o'clock. Okay, this is today's exception. Today I'm streaming even after 10 o'clock. Basically, I close my stream before 10 o'clock. Okay, so after that I have a whole day waiting for me to do a lot of stuff. And then you stare at these charts all day. So this delivery is like, look at this delivery here. Yeah, 4-day winning streak. I was saying 5-day. Sorry, 4-day winning streak. Nah, this price action sucks. Okay, I'm gonna close it, okay, folks. I don't have any interest. I'm willing to close a day with a losing streak, okay? So we had 4, now we broke it. It's okay. We'll come back next week again. But this is a price action that I don't want to trade on. Looking like shitty pricing. Look at that. Price is basically delivering in both sides. Right? What the hell? Why my Dow looking so bad here? 5-minute. And gold had a better price action, I believe. Gold is like respecting what I was talking about. Let's go to 15-minute. And we have a breaker here, right? On 5-minute chart. Where's our 1940 level? Okay, gold is yet to heal. Gold is 1940 to the tick. Right here. Right now it's moving higher. What is this level? This is our weekly breaker, okay? And we expected to see a bullish price action from this level. In my last couple of streams, I told you guys that this is a good level for support, and see, gold generated more relative equal high. So I believe gold will move until this level right here. 462 ES. So today we have a session inside our boot camp, okay? The folks who are inside my boot camp, don't miss it. We will have a back testing session today at 3 o'clock, and we'll back test a whole month, and we'll see like how price delivered. We'll know about our model a lot more inside there, okay? So 1020, I'll taper it till 1040, okay folks? So let's see what price does. I want to see what price does eventually, if it's coming back up or not. This is a very shitty price action. Look at the price action here. Look at this price action. No, we are not trading back and forth, okay? We are not considered this as a breaker, because look at the targets. Price generated more relative equal highs. So we'll wait and see what price does here, okay folks? And after that we'll close our stream after that. You will join the session on my bootcamp, the backtesting session. I'll share a Zoom link or a YouTube link, okay? YouTube stream link, and the stream will be private. So the folks who are inside my bootcamp, they will be able to join it. Is it SMT down here? Yes, it's a SMT with ES. Down here we got a SMT. SMT and so the SMT is with ES. So at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay, the folks who are inside my bootcamp, we will have a session today, and don't miss it, okay? We'll backtest a whole month. This session is gonna be long, 4 or 5 hours. I'm expecting minimum 4 hours. So let's see, because we are backtesting a whole month, so it will take some time. Yes, it's still possible to join the bootcamp. You will find the link in the description below to join it, okay? Go in the description, you will see join 3-day workshop, and the link will directly take you to the process. This up close candle working as a breaker again, because we had a low here, new lower low that formed. We have a SMT down below. This is the worst price action that we saw this week, okay? Remember folks, we didn't saw this price action throughout the whole week. Throughout the whole week, I tape readed with you all till 10 o'clock, and see, this price action wasn't visible, but today we have this price action. And usually I consider Friday as a high probability day, but today was different. So let's see what price does here in this breaker. Are we getting inside our next macro, 1020 to 1040, okay? 1020 to 1040, our last macro that you guys will tape read with me. And after that I'm closing, okay? After that I'm closing. This is gonna be the last macro, okay? So the setup will be like this. This is the last call, and targeting like 2R from here. Let's see with this if we can close our week with profit. Okay, this breaker is not yet activated. We have a SMT below here. So let's see what price it does. Okay, folks. Fair value gap. Mashallah, you are a proper ICT student. He would be proud of you. Your discipline to only trade your setup within the time windows is refreshing to see. Thank you, AR. Thank you for the comment. If you are enjoying my stream, go back and watch my stream from the last couple of days. You will see me performing a lot better because the price action was a lot better last couple of days. Today, choppy price action. Yeah, right. Can we talk about the difference between stop hunts and trend line to determine where price will move? What do you mean, Jack? Okay. Can you talk about the difference between stop hunts and trend line liquidity to determine? Here, you don't have a stop hunt. Do you see the stop hunt here? I'm gonna mark it. We have a SMT here. That's why I'm calling market here. Okay, higher prices from this breaker with a stop loss down here, targeting like 2R. Right? So why this is a breaker, Jack? Look carefully. We have a, I'm gonna hide the drawings for you to see carefully. Do you see a swing low here? So what price did here? Price went below this swing low, right? So this is a stop hunt. Price don't necessarily need to go below this swing low to generate a high probability breaker because we have a SMT here. So that's the difference between a trend line. In a trend line, you don't have a stop hunt. See, this is price is generating constantly trend line liquidity, and I hope you understood. Okay. So price generated more equal highs. Our trend line liquidity is here. More equal highs. I want to see price moving higher, and this is gonna be the last call. Okay, folks. 1020 to 1040. Equal high, and the setup was from here, right, with a stop loss below here targeting 2R. So let's see if price gives us that. This is gonna be the last call, and nice equal high formed. Yes, very nice equal high, but look at the price action, folks. It's very choppy price action, price respecting relative equal highs. So look at the delivery here, like not as high probability as we saw in our last couple of days, right? Did you use TGIF setup? I don't trade with TGIF setup. I basically trade from 8 to 10. That's it. I usually get my high probability setup there inside this time period because I have, if I'm trading from 8 to 10, I have how many macros? 820 to 840, 850 to 910. Then I have 920, okay, 820 to 840, 850 to 910, 920 to 940, 950 to 1010. So 4 macros. So in I have 4 chance to look for a high probability breaker. So usually I get done by this time. Very choppy price action, folks. Look at this. And compare this price action with my last couple of streams price action. Wasn't it a lot better than this one? Yeah, the 3 p.m. session is for the people who purchased the 3-day recordings. Okay, with this we'll close our 3-day bootcamp. This is the worst price action to trade on. Even an NQ, look at the delivery. The price is not even moving anywhere, not respecting any levels at all. The levels that we consider as a high probability levels, price is not respecting that. So I'm done, folks. Okay, I don't have any interest to trade or tape read or even look for setup. I'm gonna close this week with profits. I don't know about you, but I'm closing the session here, folks. Okay, look at the price action here. Trust me, I lost my interest to tape read or even look for a setup. But gold, even gold, look at gold. Let's look at gold a little bit before we close. Let's look at gold. So gold basically generated another fair value breaker here from this level. So breaker got respected on gold. Now we still have buying opportunity. Okay, I'm not bearish on gold. Why? Because our higher time frame weekly is suggesting us that we will move higher. Look at NQ. NQ generated way more relative equal high, not even clearing it out. So on gold, let's look at weekly chart and you guys will see the narrative. Do you guys see the last up close candles here? Yes, this is gonna work as a breaker. Okay, if price is going below the mean threshold of this breaker, then I believe this level is gonna be the best for support. But for us to consider this BPR as a support, price will have to go below the mean threshold of these up close candles. If price is not going below the mean threshold and respecting the high of this breaker, you can expect to see higher prices. Okay, on gold from this level, which is at 1943. Is it a 1943? Yes, at 1941 anyway. So Dow, nah, this price action, nah, it's not interesting anymore. This is the choppiest price action I saw in last couple of days. Very choppy price action. So this is gonna be it for today, folks. Okay, I have a session in my bootcamp and I'll have to get the content ready for that too. Okay, so I'm gonna close it here. We had a good week. Okay, we had a worst day today, but we had a good week considering the last couple of days. And I'll just catch you guys on Monday next week, and possibly I'll do a bias session today. No, this weekend I'll probably do a bias session where I'll show you guys how I decide my bias, the weekly bias. Okay, in daily we're seeing me how I decide the daily bias, but on this weekend I probably will show you guys how I do my weekly bias. And that's gonna be it for today. The folks who are inside my bootcamp, don't miss the backtesting session because you will have a chance to ask me questions live. And that's gonna be it for today, folks. Okay, I hope you enjoyed my stream. I hope you learned something. And with this saying, I'm closing it here. Peace.